this is Adrian. Welcome to this brief introduction of how to use the Coaching Constellations digital facilitation kit on the Mural Whiteboard. Of course, as you know, there are lots of other digital whiteboards out there and the steps are pretty similar, but I'm going to take you through how you can use the digital kit you purchased with Mural to set up that facilitation kit. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a new mural. And I'm going to give this a name. So let's call it John Constellation. Okay, my client is John in this instance. So I'm going to create a new mural. And you'll see that we have, oh, here we go. We've got some options. So we're not going to use a template. So we're going to get rid of that. And you'll see that there are some dots in the background. So to get rid of the dots, we can zoom right out. Now I'm using a scrolly wheel on my mouse to zoom out. I can also use those minus and plus signs. And the most it'll let me zoom out to at this stage is 25%. Now over here, you'll see the digital kit. And the first thing I'm going to add is a blue matte fixed boundary template. So all I have to do is drag that over onto the mural. Now, I want that to be about 10,000 pixels wide and about 6,000 pixels high. And it will tell me the size on the corner as I'm dragging it. So I'm just going to keep zooming out as that grows. And when I get to about 12 or 13%, that usually is about right. So it could be that because I'm only using part of the screen, it might not be in this instance. So let's get that to the right size. Yeah, something like that. So the aspect ratio is protected anyway when I drag from the corner, so it won't get distorted. Okay, so that's my base. And you can see the title I gave the board is up here. So we have the digital kit on the side. This is all the standard contents that you will have downloaded from Mighty Networks. Now, I want to lock this because this background, I don't want my clients moving it around. I just want the mat to stay the same. So if I click on it and then I right click, it gives me the option to lock. So I can have only facilitators can unlock or any member can unlock. You really have to go in and unlock it as a specific thing. So it doesn't really matter whether you say facilitators or anyone at this stage. Now, the other thing that I like to do is to make this board pop a bit. I change the background. So I'll click in the mural options piece, and then we have mural settings, and I can click a dark background. There you can really see where you want your client's attention drawn. So now I'm going to add the representatives that we use, the same as we would use in a physical board. So I'm going to add a human representative, and I'll just drag that over. Now I'll probably want maybe say 4 of these, and you each might find your own preferred layout for these sort of holding place for the reps. But if I duplicate that on a Mac, I'm just going to do Control and D, and that duplicates it. So I'll do that again and again. So I only have to import it once, and then I can just line these up however I want to over here in our holding bay. And then I'm going to want one for the client. So that's the me representative. Again, I'm just going to drag that over. Leave that there. Then what else will I have? I'll have 2 of the sort of non-human representatives, they're called. So that's the circle and the rectangular or the square object that we would use in the room. Okay, so I'm moving them by clicking inside the shape, and then when it's shaped like a hand, and then you can put them wherever you want. And exactly as I did with the mat earlier, if I want to make them big, I go to the corner here, and then I can change the size. And just the same as in any other program, if I make a mistake and it's too big, I can't remember how big I want it, I can just do Control Z on Windows or Command Z on a Mac to go back and make it small again. Then I'm going to add, what else was I going to add? The grey arrow. And we can use this to give direction to the mat if we want to. And another one that's quite nice is this resource. I'm just resizing them and making them look neat here. So you can choose whatever layout you like. It's just, we have the barrier here to keep them to the left. And then when people add them to the map, they can constellate with them. So something else to tell you, if you do want to change the layout, when you go over to the corner, you'll see there's this curved arrow. And if you, my cursor has now gone into a curved arrow as well. So when I click on that, that allows me to rotate these to point in any direction we want. And this is just a way you can allow your clients to adjust their constellation. Something that you can do that's maybe helpful, maybe not, is when you hover over the dot, it goes blue. And if you do that, then you'll end up drawing a line. So sometimes that can happen. So if you click on that, you can just delete it and then that's gone. Okay, so that's how you add your pieces. And this is basically the starting point for a constellation. So you can do this in a couple of minutes to set up for a client session. But if you have a paid Mural account, you can also save this as a template, and then you will have your own template in your own private workspace that you can just start from with your client at any time. So to do that, you would just click on the down arrow next to the name of the constellation, and you click Publishers Template, and then that will be saved as a template in your space. So I could call it I might call this just Constellation Template, and that will be saved there. Constellation Plate Demo. Publish template. And then I can choose, do I want to keep editing the template, or do I want to go to the template? So I can then click a new mural for a template and, click client session, and away you go. You're using your new template. And that is all you need to do to set up and use the facilitation kit with Mural.